It'll be fine. Probably. Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hulk of Oars as your adversaries clamber into view. Ruki paws up to them. Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth or the Sea Dominion or wherever it is you're from? Haha, an excellent point. It seems that these adversaries in the rights are clever, wouldn't you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many front-line battles. Doff your helm, sire. As is our custom. May our adversaries tremble as at the sight of you. Words. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask despite his protest. Wait, give me this mask. This knight hereby presents you to the great Sir Deluge. A noble visage, is it not? Sir Deluge trembles and squirms. Something like that. This is terrifying. So, yes, you can swim or no? Ha, of course we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land, the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river down which we were flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return. Silence, Gilman. Nobody cares. Back to your post. Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he is told. This knight, you are Nightwings, and he is not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his oh my god. He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height. Now, on guard. The exiles of the Worm Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rights. God damn, there isn't enough water. There's so much reading. Reader, Headwind's illness means he cannot help us here. You shall be counting on us.
Now, let us get started.
Well, I want Tizo.
Tizo.
I want Faye. And you know what? We'll bring Jodariel. And you can see our presence, the width of these bubble things. Let us make short work of this lot. Gilman, status report. What is the enemy's position? They now stand ready to confront us, sire. A very brave triumvirate they seem to this knight's eye. Brave? Air-sucking monsters, one and all. Pyre hearts, be ready. What the fuck did that bitch just call me?
My.
Go, Faye.
The orb.
Sorry, little guy. Oh, shit.
Caught out.
Shit. Oh, they leave, like a... Ooh, you sneaky bitch. Nice. Okay, we need to...
Careless.
Ah, shit.
One triumvirate stands unopposed.
There we go.
Plunged into their pyre.
She's definitely one of the harder ones to get there because she's kind of slow. Fuck.
Shame.
I haven't played this in a minute either, so there's that challenge. How do I jump? You guys are slippery. Got it. Alright, nice, nice. Gilman, you form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line. Your words do wound me, sire. Your words do wound me, sire. This knight gives every right his very, very best. Thou perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one whom we now face. Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once. Tizo notes the Pyre hearts seem to be too busy arguing to pay you any attention.
There seems to be dissension in your adversaries' ranks. 'Tis little wonder these fool worm knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth. And it is done.
They got too busy arguing.
The Nightwings prevailed. Their hapless adversaries stood no chance.
They really didn't. They got all stressed out.
The right is ended.
Tizo is very pleased to have prevailed against the Worm Knights of the Pyre Hearts. The sea was making me a little queasy, honestly, but we still won. We won. I expected more from the Worm Knights of Sea Dominion. This night commends you, noble Nightwings. Gloriously fought, indeed, and this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Gilman. This is all your fault, and now cavorting with our enemies. How dare you? This knight was but attempting honorary compliments, sire. It is not in accordance with the rights to praise one's adversary on a worthy outcome. Worthy? This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are a failure, Gilman. Get now from this knight's sight.
What stirs
Well,
now in
he's
the
a little
hearts
bitch.
of all these exiles?
Did anyone level up? No one leveled up? Come on. Come on. Come on, guys. Tizo. Why are you Tizoing me?
Until the next right.
No. No one leveled up. Sad. It's so easy to get, like, the first level ups, and then all of a sudden they're like, never again. You dream big, kid. Never again. After prevailing over the Pyre Hearts in a rather one-sided contest, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There is little discussion of the Pyre Hearts, who seem to have already swam off toward wherever next the stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exile's attention turns toward your companion, who is absent for the rite. How is Hedwyn? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no word forms as yet. Something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden. And he simply would not listen. I'm very sorry, but... Wait, what? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. The lone minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel, I should wring that neck of yours. As I was attempting to explain, Hedwyn is already up and about. Despite my having strongly... You bastard. We're all like... Jodariel's like, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. What am I doing here? I need to leave. I need to leave. It's too small in here. I need to get out. And this motherfucker. Despite my having strongly recommended further rest, those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden or at least sedentary. Edwin is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you, a doctor? Nay, although I traveled once with one extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tarek, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of a rite like that before. You didn't have to, but you kind of did before, out of choice. Hedwyn, Stop leaving me hanging. So, you are back among the living then, Hedwyn. I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we all could use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you everyone for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside where the night sky awaits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me being there. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Can't begin to imagine where we'll be off next. We're well past anywhere in the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. Time to find out where we go next. Oh, it's pretty. Triesta, the Silver Star. The Silver Star burns bright over the fissured land of Black Basin. Still further north, then. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the deathless tempest. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. A tempest raging in the Sea of Solace seemingly for all eternity. Oh, that's great. Can't we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Pyre Hearts, our chances back in worm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people. It'll be just another day in the downside. Go get yourselves some sleep while we still can. Bet you'll feel better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious. Isn't it? You'll concur that rest is in order, for the sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the deathless tempest. Super welcoming. Oh, hey, Faye. Oh, hi, miss. I'm so happy right now. I'm happy because I was so worried about Mr. Hedwyn for a while there, you know? He was so kind to me when we first met. Him and Mr. Dario and Mr. Greentail and you too. But I just really like him. She sighs. She seems happy to be here. Say, do you, trails off for a moment. Think he likes me too? Bitch. Bitch, I would, like, if Jodariel was the one, fine. You know what? Like, they've been hanging out together. They've been friends for a long time, but you just got here. You know your place. We are not doing like a, oh God, what is the term? a harem anime over here. We are not doing a harem anime, Faye. You cannot be part of this. Bitch, know your place. Gently, you let her know that she needs to know her place. And she needs to recognize that she is not part of the running. She is not part of the argument or the conversation. Stay out of my business. That's what I read. Anyway, she stares at you for a moment. Then she begins to laugh. Oh, you're so silly, miss. I didn't mean like him like that. That's so embarrassing. But, okay, don't play with me like that. Don't play with me. Besides, I think maybe he's a little old, you know? He's probably like in his 30s. Also, fuck you. Real talk, Faye is actually probably one of my favorite NPCs in this game, or characters in this game, so I'm giving her shit, but I actually really like her. I'm going to go cheer him up. This is a funny story. She bounds off, leaving you to wonder what just happened exactly. Faye gains +1 hope for the next rite. She's so optimistic. Like, I just told her off, and she's like, I get it. She's like, oh, I see what happened. I see where the confusion happened. Okay. Froth Sea. It's awful. Tiso seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Ruki spotted wreckage in the area and believes there could be valuables to find. Okay, let's find some valuables. The remnants of a shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that the massive deathless tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. We ought to be more concerned with that storm than in finding it trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax already, Jody. Let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you to come off it, now do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my works no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you may find something to show up for it. Yeah, I mean, we're here. I'm sorry, Jody. You suggest it may well be worthwhile to continue searching through the wreckage after having come this far. Ruki grins wide. Knew you'd see it my way, sister. Now let's see what we can get. After an exhaustive search. Sorry, sister. I think I was just chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down there. Jodariel fumes at all of this, but says nothing. Sorry, Jodariel. We done fricked. We fricked up. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs. This knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, Worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do. And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined. Let this knight join you, please. Can you believe this headwind? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valor in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you upon his long-lost honor as would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there, the Pyre hearts? They are base cowards. Okay. Sir Gilman. So good. This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of oars. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilliman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm, some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Jody pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwin gives her a look. Are you most certain the Sandalwood would want this thing along? Most sure Sandalwood wants someone for each mask. And this one seems about as good as we're going to get. Jodariel glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Hedwin is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the deathless tempest, then he can come along. For now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you pass the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto the knight your blessings in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he go forth. Oh man, I don't know why, but the moment I saw that there was a hex redeemed, I was like, someone put silence, I swear, and I'm not going to be able to read any of it, which actually would be a terrible hex for me. It would be shitty for you guys, because there's a lot of text, but it would be actually okay for me. Oh my god, everyone's like, thank you, DJ Smith. Oh boy, I sure hope so. All that riz inside that biz, I don't know. No, I lost it. No more Riz. I'm out. I'm party out. Good vibes. Here we go. Let's ignore what I said. Timer. We'll set the 10-minute timer for good vibes. Hey guys. Rest the Riz. Thank you for that. Hey guys. We're on good vibes now. Thanks for the hex, Colby. Now I have to be super chill and super happy, which is actually really easy in this game. It's a lot easier in this game. A resurrection. So stupid. I love it. All right. Let's go forth. Sir Gilman seems to be asking you permission for something. Beg pardon? As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Much needed right now, honestly. There's so much talking. So much dialogue to read. As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. I should probably close my window, because I have to talk quite loudly for this as well, to get into, like, sort of character. I've said it before, not a voice actress at all. I would love to be, but I'm not that talented. Maybe one day. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to fucking try. But I'm going to close my window because I'm in an apartment and people can hear me. Okay, I am back. Sorry to my neighbors. All right. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. Wow, DJ Smith. Oh my god, you just keep going at it. No, keep going. I love it. I love shitting puns. I'm part of the problem. Alright. Let's see his mission through. So when we have Sir Gilman, or really any of the worms, when they move across the board, they leave like a gross snail trail of aura behind them, which is actually really useful because it means that we can kind of create like a temporary wall. It doesn't last forever, but it does create like a boundary if other folks are trying to pass through, which is nice. I liked Resurrection. That was my favorite. That was brilliant. Chef's kiss. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwing, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now. Lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought to be not far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden, but they are highly just. Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Oh. Hark! Yonder lies the foul spawn of unfathomed plurns. What is this? The Sea Titan, once slain by the scribe under King Oars. Her brood lies dormant in the sea, boiling the seas with their wrath. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downsized channels for any save this knight's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends. This night shall finish what the Under King Oars started. Oh, okay. Alright, so... do I need to... Okay, that's fun. I just need to destroy all the bubbles. I can do that. His attack also does, like, it's a nice little area effect. It's very fast. Oh no! Oh, hold it right there, you traitorous slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight to your superiors? Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Last this night checked. Here, you hold no sway over this knight. And what have you done to this spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why, you dare staunch the tempest of those night wings? Good Sir Deluge. This knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you so dare as well. Fireheart, banish him. This is an order. Bitches. Let me just destroy them all. Yeah, what? Yeah, what? What now, Sir Deluge? Shall you not face this knight yourself and leave the dirty work unto your charges? Fine, Gilman. You wish to stand against your commander, then have it your way. Sir Marsh, Lady Seagrass, to me, banish now this troublemaker. Yeah, what? You are master of this night no longer, Sir Deluge. Thus shatter our fraternal bonds. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bald-faced lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Wait, you lowly traitor. This knight will have your head, Gilman. Well, there's some worm infighting. You know, as the day wears on, there's still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow restless, but then, hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell, and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. And more importantly, that little tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Would you look at that? You really did it. Of course this knight did it. Now, if it would be all right with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwyn help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Night Wings. Huzzah! Perfect. Perfect. And on we go. The next deathless tempest. Oh, heck. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. And from one most spirited as well. This night was wise to side with ye. Just, where do we turn from here? Answer the question now. He's got a crush on Jody. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We're close to making landfall. Then let us be the first to say, let's go. We're on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace. Say, Tarek? Hey, Rookie, what is it? That lute you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood, know what I mean? Hey, then let me see what I can do. Aw. That's cute. Oh. Well, I don't have to be good vibes anymore. Man, fuck those worms, am I right? This music is beautiful.
lies a leaden sky. The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise. Oh, oh.
At last, your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground, the land called Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Okay. Oh, hello, Sir Gilman. You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. No, I need to know how he fences. For science. I don't. Okay. He regards you with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader. This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre Hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law and described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name. They are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong! The exile who refuses to obey the rules as they were written by the Under-King Ors and his 7 friends deserves neither his honor nor his freedom. Thusly does this knight have confidence that the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained under the point of foulness. So please excuse him, Master Reader. I mean, technically, we did kind of cheat the rite earlier. Sort of. I mean, it's not really our fault that the worms were arguing amongst themselves and weren't paying attention to what was happening because they were just angry. But at the same time, we fully took advantage of a weak point. And do I regret it? No. No. Because I'm a rebel who reads books. What do you want from me? But honorable, I don't think we're there. I think Gilmore's gonna learn that we will do what we have to. Anyway, he slithers off humming some sort of chivalrous tune. It's so specific. Okay, and then what's this? Sir Gilman's Crest, official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth, oft sought by worm knights. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Let's see. You find that Hedwin has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. All right, everyone. Don't go too far, and let's meet back by dusk. Please use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back. Everyone arrives as planned or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back. I have come back. Day returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This knight yet lives, although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Tizo wonders whether any species of fish lives in the pools or rock nearby. I doubt it. The little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you, near to the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and the crags may well cover our advances against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madame, Though, in my experience, we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb towards the nest of Triesta. Is where the next right is. The exiles of the High Wing Remnants, you may have no love for them inherently, but they have no qualms with me. For now, I may be able to negotiate safe passage. Negotiate with them? Then Hedwyn steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. That much we can agree on. We'll decide how best we go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Jodario glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. You have the rest of the day to practice your vocations. Okay. Let's see. Let's mentor a companion. Actually, we kind of need Sir Gilman to get up to speed. So let's mentor him. This night shall be your eager protege. Your eager protege. You sit down with Sir Gilman to go over some of the subtler aspects of the rites, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it. You sense he is beginning to understand. Perfect. Huzzah! Great wisdom clouds over this knight's entire consciousness. Sir Gilman and all his allies are banished. He shall instantly return. After Gilman banishes an adversary, one of his banished allies shall instantly return. Okay, sure. I think this one is probably by default more interesting. Well, not interesting. More like meta, so to speak. But we're gonna try this just for funsies. Just to see what happens. Oh, I should have read that. Anyway, that's fine. This is fine. Let's keep going. The high road to the nest of Triesta is patrolled by the Commonwealth's ancient enemies. Below, you know what, Jodario, we haven't been paying attention to your. You made a great point the last time. We're gonna follow you this time. Jodario wishes to avoid the harps by staying on the low. Oh, but you want to avoid. No, we're gonna deal with the harps. We're gonna deal with the harps. I'm sorry, Jody. We're just gonna continue this theme of not listening to you. Show yourselves, you frightened little birds. All day long, winged shadows cross the sun. We are being watched. Jodario is very unhappy about it, though the lone minstrel now attempts to calm her. Perhaps I can communicate with them. Please, believe me, madame, when I say your enmity towards the harps had best be held in check here. Jodario looks at him with fury in her eyes, yet he retains his calm demeanor. Soon she grants his request with a silent gesture. Then he calls towards the heavens. Good sisters, we are humble travelers, such as you, and beg your leave. We journeyed by the sea and seek safe passage through your lands. We shall not disturb your hunting or your nests. The request is met with nothing but silence. You search in vain for any indication of acknowledgement. Then, without notice, one of them appears. She swoops the minstrel up and out of sight before Jodario can respond. Damnation! Wait here, I shall go find him. For a long, terrible moment, you are alone with your panic. Soon, however, the lone minstrel returns, amid the sound of flapping wings. He dusts his own cloak and calls out towards them. We thank you for your hospitality, good sisters. We shall be on our way. Having seen this, Jodario returns, sullen. The exiles of the High Wing Remnants are letting you pass for now. It seems they are having some dispute within their ranks. Wish no further troubles for the time. It is a warning, one that leaves Jodario fuming. Jodario is not happy about it. I think losing hope means that they don't come back as quickly if they get taken out during a rite. At last you arrive at the nest of Triesta, where the next rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watch your wagon's ascent and remain watching now. I'm assuming we're gonna have to probably fight the harps next. Oh hey you guys, what brings you way out here? No wait, don't tell me, I don't want to know. All I want is you to get the best deals in the downside. These are sort of for up to ooh. Range. Grants the bearer. Okay. Oh, that's super cheap. Yeah, we're just gonna grab that. Super cheap. That's also not terribly expensive. And that will be that for now. You have that, and we're gonna just give you the smaller. We'll upgrade dial. Let's see. This one. We're gonna give you a little bit of an upgrade too, because money's cool. Come see us again, guys. Wonderful. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nest of Triesta, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. This, then, is what passes for the Nightwings now. Such a rabble. Not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talking. No, you have come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that, the harp swoops off as Jodariel glowers after her. It is only that you oh, she's not talking. It is only then that you realize another harp has come. She is quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It's our mutual interest. You know not of my interest. Let's give this another shot. Hi, my name is Pamitha. Pamitha Thane. The surly one back there, that was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only met just now, though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then Hedwyn shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jodariel. No, Hedwyn, you cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the way, however did you make it all this way across the sea? Didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I am loath to give away, Hedwyn, but you have set our course thus far, and I have followed, so do as you must. That Sandalwood had better have an explanation for all of this. Jodariel storms off as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? One informant wants something for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? You turn your attention to Pamitha, who has been watching with bemused interest. A reader, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like, and tell your comrade there for the truth of it. Why don't you? You sense that she is conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives here and now are earnest. She seems all right. You tell Hedwyn that you think the group should take its chances with Pamitha and take her at her word. My thoughts as well. I think and hope Jody will come around. He then turns to Pamitha. I am Hedwyn. But we'll accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why, sure, I love a good condition or two. First, after we finish here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, You'll have to find a way to get along with Jody, whom you met earlier. Brilliant. I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is getting started. You look up and see that she is right. Well, Ametha has joined the party. Man, I love From Software games. Every character's so well written.
The stars would have eluded you by now. Yet here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Trieste.
Narrator's super
And
judgy.
you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with two. One from the Pyre heart, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
From a distance you observe as Pamitha, now clad in Nightwing's raiments, heads towards your adversaries in the rites. You, what sort of heathen harp would dare take wing against us? Your new companion then loosens the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Tamitha. Tamitha's blood sister stares back at her a while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here with them? Doubtless come to dig your talons in my back again. No, sister. I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poisoned blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk? You waste your time as ever. What's life if not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence. You shan't have come here, and the time for talk is long since spent. Is long since past. If only you could see yourself, again, consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeat, but I warn you, stay away from me. Hamatha says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Hamatha gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this rite on your behalf, and my wings will bring you victory. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him, as is the tendency among your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumvirate for thee. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rites this night so that Pamitha can face her sisters. You observe the treacherous terrain. Pamitha should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you.
Who shall conduct the rites?
We don't have... I guess I could take his item and give it to her. Reluctant. Oh, because she has to be in the right.
Pamitha.
Why, I thought you'd never ask there, darling. I accept. If the little bird is going to conduct the rite for us, then I shall not. So proud. Alright, it's actually been a while since we've had Hedwig in the group.
Hedwig.
You can count on me, my friend. And then... I really like Tizo a lot. Alright, we're gonna bring Tizo.
Tizo.
Tizo promises to do his best against Tamitha and the Essence.
The choice is cast.
Come then, sister. Perhaps when we are finished here, spare a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Pamitha. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else where I would rather see you rot for what you did. To our people and to me. Tamitha seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Hello there, reader, darling. If I'm to be at your mercy in all this, I'd like it very much if you could minimize how often I'm to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what we Sisters of the High Wing Remnants can do.
Reader, you put yourself amidst a feud between two sisters? That seems entirely unwise. Even for you. Tread lightly around that exiled Palitha. Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
The harps are extremely powerful. As I recall, they were like some of the strongest kind of combatants that you could have. See, darling, we harps were not so bad. Now I suppose we'd better get to work. Just don't go underestimating Tamitha over there. I trust you'll do the best you can. To the skies, sisters. Talon formation.
Good. Goodbye, headwind.
Oh shit, he didn't get it. Okay, alright, that's fine.
Too slow there, Palitha. The night
Got it.
wings assert
Nice.
themselves thusly.
Tizo, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly? Tizo is rather proud of his ability to flutter, as a matter of fact. Then listen up. My blood sister there, she'll swoop right past you if you're careless. But we harps simply cannot get much altitude down here. If she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She always hates when I used to do that to her. Betraying your sister.
Her wings
Nice.
have served her true. Down goes that one. The essence banished to the last. Oh.
Shit. Fuck.
Tread lightly.
It.
No sign of the essence for the time.
Nice.
So douse their pyre. Tatha caught out.
Oh, shit. Shit. You got it.
You left
Fuck.
yourselves wide open. One false move.
Got it.
Solution. The orb.
Got it. We are getting there. Damn you, Pamitha. You are no true Thane. To think that you have the gall to call me sister still, after everything you wrought upon us. I hate to break it to you, Tamitha, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familial status. Look, I know I wronged you. That's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story? If I wanted to hear more lies and deception, I ought to have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you've come all this way to face me, Pamitha, then come and do it. You and me. You think that you see Pamitha shake her head. Everyone, stay back.
What is it those two think they're doing? The rights are not the place to settle petty scores.
Got it.
And it is done. The you-know-who prevail. Their adversaries must be.
He seems so offended every time we succeed.
The ceremony is complete.
You, Commonwealth filth. Only through the traitor's help could you have beaten us. He postponed the coming of our liberty, but we are ever patient, and our sisters on the other side shall have their day, with or without my aid. Tamitha, wait, please. You found good company there, Pamitha. May you wither here with them. I hope sincerely we shan't ever meet again. Tamitha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. Hey, she's gone. The rest of us are headed back. What about you? Sure. I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
Oh, heck. Tizo!
Tizo appears to have a certain depth of
Tizo
knowledge.
just has a flash of inspiration about his role in the rites and as part of the Nightwings. Putting adversaries, Tizo turns into fast-moving howler back. Vanished, Tizo automatically casts his implode ability if he does not possess the orb. Let's make him faster. I think we need that. God damn it. He barely just didn't level up.
Until the next right.
And then depending on how much dialogue there is, I think I'll do one more right, and then maybe we will jump to another game, potentially. After vanquishing the Essence in a pitched battle, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move, how best to integrate Pamitha into the group. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my air fresh, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rites will cause my path into Tamitha's to cross again before long. You're welcome with us for now, Pamitha. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Ruki? Ruki does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Pamitha shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon wheels again. He runs off during the discussion. The minstrel pulls you aside. Reader, I ask a moment of your time outside. There's something I may ask we go. Somewhere I may ask we go, here in Black Basin. Reader, by your leave, of course, and provided that the stars allow it, would you look upon them for us, please? Lu, the vernal star. The vernal star burns bright over the densest woods in Black Basin. The glade of Lu, directly due west. Then it is just as my client indicated. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood, he entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He waits us somewhere in Waking Wood, due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. It seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. You approach Pamitha, who has kept her to herself since she joined your small band. You sense she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling. In those first moments when we met, the vote of confidence in me which you relayed to the nice headwind boy. I'm grateful. You were willing to see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group, and you just go with it? However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see. I have business with my blood sister, Tamitha, and nothing more. You briefly met her, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little quibble between us, well, it's a long story all in all. One that's frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time, and we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me. And besides, we harps, we have a saying. Liars abound. She swoops away before you can respond. We will touch the book. I'm not going to read it, though, because I've already read so much. God damn it. Brings you to me this time, my dear reader. We have... Oh, yeah, we'll challenge you. Express your interest in the practice rites. It seems to be a way to practice conducting the rites without all of the pressure of the real thing. Certainly, reader. That is why I'm here. See you in the blasted book in just a moment. My Beyonder shall be waiting. This gives us a chance to... I think help level up characters, or is this just purely... This might just purely be... general trial stuff. I don't know. This place. So we're back. Look there. Our host approaches. Sandra appears and looks upon your fellow exiles. Welcome to the practice rites. Thanks. Great to be back. Love the decor, honest. Silence, Kerr. You are fortunate your reader summoned you again. You could use a little discipline. Now come forth and let us see how capable you are. In the practice rites, no enlightenment is rewarded, blah, 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 blah. Get Sir Gilman, because I haven't really had a chance to play with him in the riot. Jodariel, because we need a little muscle, I think. You're ready then, Nightwings. Grasp the orb, and we shall train with you. Yeah, this is just for training purposes. Nice. Slowly walk past her. Person has a... Nice. So fast. Nice. This is going well. Perfect. So we get less points when we throw it in. Fuck. Nice. That'll do it. And I got an achievement for doing the training. I don't know if we'd get anything else from it, though. Your vision returns as the effects of the Beyonder Crystal dissipate. Time seems to have stood still while you experienced the vision. Alright. Oh, we only have one place to go. Convenient. The wagon has hit a snag, descending the black cracks. Its wheel is stuck. Joe Daryl is not pleased. First, that blasted little bird. Now this. Though you lack Joe Daryl's raw strength, you join in as he attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. May this sandalwood be worth all of this hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing Sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He's very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward, down the jagged slopes, toward Waking Wood. Your companions who explore ahead advise on which of the forked paths is best. Pamitha says she can procure a talisman here. Sir Gelvin claims he can dig up something valuable here. Kinda need a talisman really bad right now. We have so many characters available to us at this point. Having gone the route Pamitha recommended, she directs you towards a particular crag, no more conspicuous than any other. They clip our wings before they cast us down, you know. But just the same, we learn to flit around a bit. Just watch. Pamitha swoops up to a nearby peak and disappears behind it. She does not keep you waiting long, and returns bearing an item of some sort. For you, reader darling, we high-wing remnants stash away such things for such occasions. Pamitha found a fairy spirit. It should come in useful. Nice. Having passed beyond the black crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Waking Wood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However, most puzzling, ought to have met us here. You said he would find us himself. Aye, he was to find us at the edge of these woods. We supposed to keep waiting for him? He would desire for the stars to be your guide, as always. Hydrate. Thank you kindly, Colby. And this is my last right, and then we can jump to DVD if you are around. But yeah. I probably won't play too many games, but, you know, it'll be fun to kind of mix it up a little bit. The right Specken and the right Oh, the rights beckon and the rights take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. Then let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? The lone minstrel notes two possible paths forward from this point, though cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Well, isn't that conveniently inconvenient? Lone Minstrel says his client Sandalwood studied the rites here. Lone Minstrel says his client Sandalwood once resided here. All right, we'll go to his home then. Or to a home that he once had, I suppose. Sandalwood has led a long life, compared with any of you at least. In the latest years of his exile, he became rather reclusive for a variety of reasons. He shall no doubt explain. He found some solace here in these woods, though I fear I cannot locate his residence without him. Unfortunately, you find no trace of Sandalwood, and without him there to guide you, you remain quite lost. The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, and while neither of the paths lead backward, appear to match the route you took to this point. Great. To go towards this location. Faye seems drawn to this location for... Let's follow Tizo. We followed Faye quite a bit so far. The woods are so disorienting at this point that you decide to break for camp and survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later there shall be time to pursue your vocations. Ooh, my vocations. No one has anything to say. You find nothing of interest while sifting through the tall brush of the underthicket. But then, what is it, Tizo? Tizo seems to have found a clue to the whereabouts of the lone minstrel's client. The little imp brings to you a strip of bark. It does not seem unusual at first until you notice a message carved onto the inside. Oh, good. So it's some kind of message from the Sandalwood guy. Seems that way. Which way to Cinder Route? It is due northwest. Perhaps we can set forth early tomorrow, when the woods are still. Sounds good. Everyone rest up. Big day coming up. Okay. Yeah, let's study up. This is the only one I haven't done yet. You find a relatively quiet clearing to study the Book of Rites, which, with undivided attention, through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Yeah, if they get banished... I mean, I think most of the members have a bit of this, but hope is always important. You concentrate on the substance of the words and teachings of the Book of Rites, such as you understand them thus far. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within. You cannot tell. Wonderful. And I'm going to assume, or hope at least, that that is a permanent upgrade to my group's hope. Well, maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't heckin' know. You arrive on the outskirts of Cinderroot, but once again, the informant Sandalwood is nowhere to be found. You sense the hopes of your companions waning as you search through the area. As your search through the area yields nothing. Then something startles the little imp Tizo. Tizo seems to be crying out in surprise. He has spotted something, or someone. A tall figure strides forward from the trees, making a sound like a laughter. The imp charges towards him, and leaps right into the figure's arms. They embrace. Hail, Tizo. But you look famished. Here. The tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately and with great pleasure. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. Everyone, I wish to introduce you to my client, Wilfred Sandalwood. It has been too long, Wilfred, sir. Too long indeed, Tarek. I trust your new companions bring some color to your days. They do, sir. I think that you shall find them worthy of the Night Wings. The sap looks upon the lot of you, You cannot sense his thoughts.
Tiedät.
We shall see. Then he turns to you.
Staži digaratus.
You must be the reader. I'm certain that we all appreciate your efforts here, my girl, though we shall manage on our own from here on out.
Kereämme rastes.
You're welcome to continue on with us, of course, though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all of my books. You consider what to say to all of this. I think my character's just kind of like awestruck, like, how dare you? Like, gasp. You stare back at Valfrid, attempting to glean a deeper insight into what drives him, though remain unable to sense anything further. Still, you refuse to budge at his behest. Hold on. Wilfred, sir, I'm Hedwyn. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. We followed the signs you left for us. Now we're here, thanks to you and also to this reader. Not just a reader, she's our friend. My friend. She's not disposable. We made her a promise and our freedoms are now intertwined. Wilfred smirks at this.
Libreta varože.
Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hoped that you'd have come to grasp this much by now. He breathes a sigh.
Serevare rastes.
It seems we've started off on the wrong foot. It's not my wish to sour the occasion, for there's much to do. You have a right you need to get to, do you not? I'll come along, though shall not interfere, for it seems you have a kinship with this reader of yours.
Materumsat.
Now then, Tarek.
Pensare.
Aye, Wilfred, sir.
Naves granetas.
Come, let's have a chat.
Paroshta sare.
Of course, sir. Wilfred strides towards the black wagon, which must have belonged to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. Yeah, that was hurtful. Glad Hedwyn stood up for me. Although, I feel like he is making it clear that we're just friends. But, very good friends. Pros and cons, guys. Pros and cons. Your wagon cuts through a clearing to arrive at the glade of Lugh, where the stars directed you. Wilfred nods his approval, but leaves everyone to their devices. As you approach Valfrid Sandalwood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his black wagon rather than he in yours. He studies you in silence for a time, then,
Simdare tuves.
Tarek, if you have a moment.
Lusamdatiskem.
Aye, Valfrid, sir. What is it?
Regum trageras.
This reader, you deem her worthy by your estimations? The lone minstrel tilts his hat in your direction.
Sumta verias.
If you wish my own estimation, Valfrid, sir, then I do. Of course, it's not entirely for me to say, but I've seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe that her achievements are self-evident in having reached Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet she and the others followed them.
Paroshta.
Indeed, your words make sense as ever, Tarek. And what does little Tizo think of her, I wonder? Tizo indicates that, as a matter of fact, he is happy to have you around. Aw, Tizo.
Sumagasemta.
There you have it, sir.
Histos.
I see. He continues to examine you.
Sepranadertus.
High praise isn't oft spoken by those two, my girl. Nonetheless, I shall be watching you. Now pardon us, Tarek. Tarek and I have matters to discuss. They leave without another word, although you think you notice the lone minstrel look your way over his shoulder. I was beginning to wonder when you would return. Okay, she has another scribe trial. Certainly. You shall be the target of my wrath then, would you say? Oh, it has to be Jody, apparently. I like how they make it seem like I have a choice. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Jodariel. That surly demon, is it? She could stand to lighten up, though I fear that is not a secret I can teach. But let us bring her forth regardless. Soon Jodariel appears in heed of the summons. What is this meaning? What is the meaning of this reader? Well, you might just be leveling you up, Jody. What is the meaning of this, reader? Where are the others? The apparition Sandra appears and loosens her mask. Welcome to my humble home, demon. You are good at taking orders, no? State your purpose quickly, Wraith. My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you are old and slow. Your weaknesses perhaps outweigh your strengths, though I sorely wish to see you and your lovely reader prove me wrong. Old, she says. Very well then, reader. Let us show her whether she is right. Oh, that's a huge disadvantage, though. Yeah, you are really slow. And unfortunately, against, like, some of the toughest enemies in this game. Yeah, and she takes a really long time to come back. Like, this is a huge disadvantage. I couldn't even move her. Like, once she attacks one, she just, like, struggles to be able to do anything again for a while. There we go. God damn. Yeah, it takes her so long before she can do anything after she's attacked. She is extremely slow, unfortunately. The one advantage that she has is when she jumps, she pushes everyone away, which is really nice. Shit. Yeah, it's so hard to, like, she takes a really long time to come back. She is not very, like, there we go. I'm doing better, like, the one good thing about her, the one, like, really great thing about Jody is that she, gets, like, so many points for getting across the map, because I think the game knows that she's hard to play with, so if you can get her to jump into the other Pyre, then she gets, like, the most points. She gets, like, 30, which is crazy. Most of them get, like, I think, like, 15, maybe? I am never satisfied, demon. However, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. We did better than I thought we were going to, honestly. The harps are probably the toughest enemy in the game. Mechanically. I mean, there are, like, a few others that are challenging in their own ways, but the harps are, especially, like, they're just agile and mobile, which is the exact opposite of Joe Dariel. It was a strange experience. What do you have there, reader? I got a gift for you, apparently. Oh, the merchant. Oh, hey, you guys. You know, I guess I didn't get the word out about this new franchise, which we opened here just now. To give you a great deal, just tell your friends, okay? Oh, and hey there, Mr. Sandalwood. Good day to you as well, Ron. Alright. First you spawn a moondrop, which briefly grants... Ooh. Unlimited energy. Jodariel cast her aura farther and faster than usual. Oh, that's nice. Go to the select market. Alright, we're gonna sell you this. We'll take an upgrade. Restores, okay. Fire is extinguished, is instead restored by +5. Interesting. Okay. We will upgrade her horn. So Jadariel has a new item that is specific to her. And we upgraded it, so it's nice. It's a nice little thing. It's Rupee's object. We are going to... Tizo, you are my favorite. Hands down my favorite. It's so good. I feel like this is probably like the worst thing to give Sir Gilman because his presence is really small and it's probably not going to get much bigger. You know what? It feels most like sensible to give her the fairy spirit. So basically, whenever she banishes an adversary, for like, it'll spawn a moon drop, which briefly grants like unlimited stamina. So she just needs to kill someone. It'll be great. And we'll give you that. Perfect. We're gonna sell this. It's not a bad object, but we just don't need it. That's how you get a repeat customer there, Dad. You give them a deal. Alright. You and your fellow exiles arrive at the sacred site called Glade of Lu, and now look to the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. The woods above you bring a sense of tranquility you have not felt in some time. But then you notice one of the trees move. It shuffles towards you and regards you with an exaggerated bow. Well, goodness, by the roots of Lu Sclorian, it would appear the rumors are correct. The Nightwings have returned. Oh, and but where are my manners? One moment. The sap claws at his mask with his wispy fingers. Much better. H. Manly Tenderstaff at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me. My fellow and myself, you perhaps know us as the Chastity. We soon shall stand against you in the rights. For now I'm just whittling away the time, making small talk. Now then, as I have introduced myself, your turns. To whom am I speaking? Then in your mind's eye you see Volfred, and hear his voice. Manly Tenderstaff is not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourself to him, nor me. Well... Beneath her mask, Jodariel stares back at him in silence. You suspect Volfred's message may have reached every member of the group. Why now, how very rude. Indeed? Well, fine. Ignore me, but you do at your own peril. Anyhow, once this evening's rite commences, any moment now and then I'm afraid ignoring me won't be an option any longer. Oh, and now I do believe the sky is beginning to show. We'll have to chat again some other time. Now come along. Come along. Manly bows again and wanders off into a clearing as the stars begin to burn. Oh, man.
Once again, the stars align themselves before you, reader. And here now at the Glade of Liu, I have to say, you've come so very far. But there are those, such as your adversaries called the Chastity, who have toiled for this too. They know that with their freedom comes great opportunity.
Oh, you don't say.
It could be yours instead. Please show the chastity that the Nightwings are superior.
I wonder, oh honored Nightwings, how well you know these woods. Why, these woods would strangle you, and I'm afraid I would do little to stop them even if I tried. I could do little to stop them even if I tried. You might do better to beware of them. When Jodariel continues to ignore him, he grows upset. Why, you insolent! Then fine, let us begin the dance indeed. He shoves his mask back on in a huff. And allow me to thank you in advance for helping me return unto my proper station in the Commonwealth. Oh, you dream.
Who shall strive for freedom?
You dream big. Let's have a full lady team. Let's make it happen. Okay, get in there. Oh, I can't have a full lady team because Pamitha and Jodar. Well, Pamitha doesn't care. I think specifically Jody will not play nicely with her, so we don't get to have a full lady team. That's okay. We haven't had Sir Gilman very long, so let's play with him a little bit.
Gilman.
I like how he adds like nothing. Glory is within our grasp. Would this knight had hands with which to grasp it. Jeez, this fucking dialogue. Are you quite ready, finally, O Nightwings? May all those masks of yours ensure no harm should come to any of your lovely countenances. Now come along, come along. Let's give the stars a show. May I present to you Humboldt Manley Jr., why he is every bit my equal and poised to guarantee the Tinderstaff line shall have a bright, bright future. He goes on and on about his sapling for a while. I've had more than enough of him. Oh yes, sure, I think I would like that, because that Manley, I don't think he is as nice as he seems. Now, isn't he just the most precious thing you've ever seen, The sapling is nothing but an extension of Manley. If he is banished, the sapling should cease to trouble you as well.
Manley and his offspring hold no small degree of influence within the Commonwealth, reader. There are many who would welcome his return,
shit.
though none so much as he himself.
What? I'm supposed to be able to jump into them, but I just, jump through her.
How sad for Manley.
Nice.
Jodariel doused the adversary's flames.
Oh ho, what's this? It seems the woods themselves are closing in upon our little soiree. Oh, do be careful now. These grasping roots and vines, they may not be holding you in such high esteem as I.
Your adversary Manley is comfortable in this suffocating glade. The flames of freedom.
Nice. Oh dear, the woods are closing in uncomfortably close at that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps if you just stand aside a while, we could put an end to this that much sooner.
By Faye.
Okay.
You'll have to do better than that.
Oh, fuck.
Ouch.
What?
All of the Nightwings
Shit. Yeah, there's nothing you can do whenever they're flying. Which is why they're, like, so powerful compared to, like, everyone else. But Jodariel, like, the amount of points that she gets... Say, have any of you noticed that how it's feeling rather crowded out here? I wonder if the 100 Minds himself resents you for being here. Yes, I rather think that's it. So cease with all your scurrying about with that damned orb and let me handle this. You're so angry. You're such an angry little man. Maybe you're just out of your depths, my guy. Ow. Fuck, it's so close. Did it. Nice. Very close. Oh, right, you Nightwings. I've had it up to here with you. Or perhaps I've simply had it up to here with all of these encroaching plants. These miserable things. Either way, I don't appreciate how you're ignoring me.
Now to the flame.
Fuck. And if she wasn't so fucking slow.
Glory to the scribes.
Shit. Just have unlimited stamina. There we go. Nice.
The Nightwings prevail. Their adversaries confidently thwarted.
Nice.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Good. That imbecile of a sap. So much talk in hot air. I knew he could prevail, though Mr. Tenderstuff there, I think he's really upset now. Well, my. Oh, worry not, oh Nightwings. I'm not angry with you, honestly. But I'm very, 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 very disappointed. I thought perhaps that we had something going here between us. You scratch my back, I scratch yours and all. Instead, however, you decide to spit in my face. Fine. We'll have to see where all your rudeness gets you. Now, ta-ta.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
Nice. Just barely got it. The 8 scribes, they do inspire me, and now I feel like I've grown somehow closer to them, maybe. Well, slows nearby adversaries. Moves farther than usual. Huh. Oh, that's really nifty. Okay. Almost. He almost leveled up.
Until the stars align.
It was well done, my girl. I'm beginning to see why your companions vouched for you. Don't let it go to your head, of course. Oh, right. That right went very well. After besting the chastity with aplomb, you return to your wagon and consider your next move. An adequate performance back there. It was more than adequate. It was good. You bitch. Adequate? Yes, adequate. For the next part of our plan. Go, have your reader there consult the stars. See where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. Did the knight hear you say high up? And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend. Let's have a look outside then. Let's play Volfred. That plan Volfred mentioned. I just want you to know. I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living out our days as exiles. That's the only plan as far as I'm concerned. But there's always a catch, right? We'll see what Volfred has to say. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. No matter what, we're getting closer thanks to you. Okay. Oh. It's the final star. So now you see it for yourself. You are summoned to the north, where looms Mount Elodiel, and at the very top, the Fall of Solium. You confirm the stars indicated this exactly. Wolfred, sir, how did you know? Wolfred smiles back at him, but you sense his thoughts as though he's directing them at you.
I too can
I
read,
too.
my girl.
Oh. Oh. Oh, he can read for himself. Okay.
Forbidden though the words may be.
What a nice change. He turns back to Hedwyn.
Grande libro d'artes.
Your reader's skills, while rare, are not unique. But as I said, go fuck yourself. It's actually very unique, because it's illegal. It's what got me down here. But as I said, I'll let her do the job. I see that you have something special going here, which benefits the plan. What plan? I thought this was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy. It is indeed. Plenty of time to tell you all about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you can use some rest. And for that matter, so can I. If you'll excuse me. You sense your companions are exhausted from their recent travels. Given the road ahead, you agree it would be best to take the night to recover as much as possible. Alright. I think that's a good place to end this particular